I was the left guy. I am a left ear. I want the different shit. I want the weird shit. Jazzy Tate, Q, Nelly is in there.
Nelly?
YG. And we passing the mic around. And then something in my mind, I'm just like, man, it's left. It's left.
Left? Yeah. Left? Left? Hey, left? Hey.
I'm beyond thrilled to be welcoming in on the One More Time podcast, legendary rapper, songwriter from Memphis. It's Xavier Wolf.
Xavier Wolf.
Shout out to Xavier Wolf, though. He's fine. I fuck with bro.
Xavier or Xavier?
It might be Xavier.
You want to know something?
What?
I'm not sure. But I fuck with his music. You know who put me on? Vic Blends.
Yeah, the barber out here.
Love Vic Blends.
He's great.
Yeah, the motivational.
Yeah.
Super.
He's way more than a barber, Henry. Jesus
He's
Christ.
way more than a barber.
Okay.
But he put me on, and I did my deep dive, and I was like, yeah, this is fire.
Hell yeah.
And I fuck with these on cars and the anime.
Yeah.
Like it's like a whole wave. Yeah.
Have you gotten the look-alike comparison though before?
No, but
There's a first for everything.
it's my brother now.
There you go.
All lookalike comparisons aside, we do have Grammy Award nominated.
There we go.
You didn't win yet, right?
Not yet.
Okay,
It's
good.
coming, though. It's on
Sometimes
the way.
I say nominated and people are like, I won a Grammy. I'm like, God damn it, Wikipedia.
We need to leave something open for expectation.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's cool.
So we got Grammy nominated artist, producer, songwriter. We got Childish Major in the building. Bro, I was listening to Pig Feet.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah, the feature on ScHoolboy Q's latest album, Blue Lips.
Blue Lips.
And like
out now, go get that.
And like
yeah.
I was in like a kind of calm, like kind of ready for the interview type mindset, and
Yeah.
I just got lit as fuck just for
left,
left,
hey, left, hey. Yeah,
and I was just like, holy shit! And then I proceeded to like deep dive into the comments on Twitter around the record.
Okay, yeah.
And like everyone is so excited for that show or that song to be performed at the show.
Yeah. No, it's gonna be up. It's gonna be up.
So like when you make a song like that,
Okay.
is that like obvious? Like, is it the intention of like we're gonna make a song that is just gonna like tear the shows up?
No, not it's not like we didn't have a conversation before and was like, yeah, let's make something turned up.
Yeah.
Honestly,
So how did it happen?
coming into the experience of working on Blue Lips with Q, I just got an invite. I can't remember around what time it is. I just decided to be in LA, and I got an invite from Jazzy.
Shout out Jazzy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Jazzy. Jazzy and Tate, and they were like, yo, pull up on us. We're at the studio. So I walk in the studio, and it's like a fucking party going on, and it's fucking Jazzy, Tate, Q, fucking Nelly is in there.
Nelly?
YG. I'm trying to think who else. DJ Fu. It's like mad people in there. It's just like a fucking party going on, and everybody's passing the mic.
Ooh.
Everybody's passing the mic, and everybody's just like, throwing shit down. And Q he's in that bitch turning up and everything, and I'm just like, damn, this shit is crazy. and I had this beat I put on my laptop while the party's going on. I'm like, being a nerd. Yeah, I'm like, I got the best beats. Yeah.
Offkeysupply.com.
See, look at that. All natural plug. No, 100 though. But I'm in there. I got my laptop out, and I'm like, and I met Q before, but it was just in a time where I feel like we just was crossing paths. It wasn't like time to like, really be introduced. Mm-hmm. So I tapped Jazzy. I'm like, yo, Jazzy, I got this joint, and she like, oh yeah, I played in her ear. I'm like, that guy, I'm like playing in her ear. And she like, oh yeah, like plug this up. Hey Q, you got some. So put that bitch on the speakers, and everybody just start vibing and dancing to that shit, and it's up. But then Q, he's like, man, we winding down right now. Like, ain't nobody winding down for real. They still turned up, but it's like
They're not in work mode.
They're not in work mode right now, but he like, pull up on me tomorrow. So I pull up the next day, and I'm just playing songs, playing beats, and we just like laying ideas and shit like that. And then I come back the next day, and the next day, and then it was just a day. We was just in there turned. Juice had hit me. Juice, the engineer, he did the whole album, and he hits me, and he like, yo man, Q say he ain't recording until you pull up. So I pull up, and we going through shit. Cal pulls up. It's mad folks in the studio, and then they just start making this beat, and we passing the mic around, and then something in my mind, I'm just like, man, this it's left. It's left. And I was
so that was your idea?
Yeah. No, I just started screaming that shit. Love. And then just like kind of freestyle that shit. And everybody was turning up to it when I was just saying it. But I was just in that mode where I just was like one word shit. I wrote something else around that time that's gonna come out later that's just like same type of space, but it's not that record, but it's just like
it's a chant though.
One word joints that's just like
the hit.
This is you know what I'm saying? Just gotta go. Yeah. One word, just turn it up. And man, that shit, he fucking took that shit and turned it into a whole concept and a whole thing. And it was like, yeah.
Yeah, bro, I mean,
and I was just praying. I was like, man, I hope he keep me on it. And I hope it makes the album, which it did. And, you know, now it's out and people are loving it. And, you know, I hope, you know, and pray. Actually, you know what I'm saying, God willing, I know it's going to, like, grow legs of its own and just, like, turn into its own thing. Like, people are funny in the world is what I'm realizing. And they'll just do anything with a record.
It's true. TikTok now especially. They'll just... It'll be some trend on
TikTok
that song.
Now, fuck, because I'm universal and, you know what I'm saying, TikTok probably
we'll get into that. Yeah.
They're not going to fuck with me on that one. They going to take that.
Damn. Yeah, so like what has the reception been online about the record?
About the record?
Yeah.
Nah, loving it. Can't wait to hear it on, you know, in performance and that and Thank God for Me. Hearing about those two records, like being performed live or like, yeah, I'm excited.
Is he doing a tour for Blue Lips?
I don't have any word on that right now, but
so media trained.
As soon as I do, then
he'll be sure to let us know, Henry.
I'll be sure.
One more time, exclusive.
So like literally, you just played something for Jazzy. She like told Q that you should like play
it.
Yeah, but then you just get invited back for the next several days.
Yeah, I get invited back, but it's just more about the energy and the camaraderie. Like I had real conversations with Q this time around, and I told him that I met him before, and he was like, "Man, I was just in a different space back then," and you know, it was just he was a different person, which I feel like people could feel, you know, his growth now. Like you could tell, you know, bro been on some other shit, you know what I'm saying, which is dope. And I think it's dope for anybody to see that, you know, you could start one way and then you could switch your shit up. So that was the conversation that we had. And I was like, man, why? I was like, you just let anybody just come in. I'm like, Q was at the point, he was so open at this point where the janitor could have came in and grabbed the mic and he would have been like, and he told me that he was like, man, everybody got something to give. And I think that is probably the biggest gem that like pushed me from that point forward, like, you know, gave me more of a open mindset with creating with people and just, you know.
Yeah, do you think too many people have like a status thing about it? It's like only people that have these certain accolades have something to give versus
I definitely think a lot of people go status wise, and I think that's also what kind of fucks the game up in a sense too. Like, and I can even speak for myself, but a lot of the features that I had are my friends. You know, these are people that, you know, that are really in my life. But experiencing that and being, you know, an example of that, I want more people to experience that. And I think that the game is, you know, the game can progress that way. Being introduced to newer artists. If bigger artists, you know, didn't just go for like, oh, I gotta get so-and-so because they the hottest or so-and-so because they the hottest, and I'm gonna get so-and-so because they really fire and really deserve the platform.
And I like hanging out with them even. Like, they're a friend. Like, they're cool people. Shout out, I already loved Q, but like I like Q even more now. That's great to hear.
No, and I knew Q was about to come back with some crazy shit. I just didn't know how long it was going to take because his feature on your album, Thank You God for It All, that was the 2021 album,
and
right?
Shout out to that because like,
disrespectful,
you know,
right?
like which, you know, goes back to, you know, saying how much of a real person he is because, you know, a lot of people say they gonna do shit and they don't do it. And he was like, we was kicking in one day at the studio, and he was like, I'm gonna pull up on you when you had your sessions and shit like that too. So I hit him up. I was like, yo, I got a session. And he for sure pulled up, and he did way more than what I could have ever asked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like what I would have expected. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or what he didn't have to. He ain't had to pull up. He could have just been like everybody else and been another story untold that, you know, that just didn't happen. But he kept it real, he kept it funky, and I appreciate that just as a man, you know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure.
You know, being a man of your word and just, you know, showing up. Cause I showed up for him, you know what I'm saying? So he showed up for me, and that was dope.
And that shit went crazy. So I was like, damn, Q better be working on some solo shit that is just gonna blow our minds. I mean, people are already talking like album of the year contender and shit. Like, it's getting
really like that.
It's getting really like well received right now.
It's not too early for that.
I'm loving it. Yeah, nah. I mean, it's not too early for that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta speak it into existence.
Oh,
you gotta manifest.
For sure. I mean, no, I love the project, and obviously like getting down, you know, because you're the second to last song, Pig Feet.
Yeah.
And like, that's just, it revived this new
I also
breath.
produced on that motherfucker too. Shout out to Nunu with, you know, DJ Khalil.
And then Ohio as well, right?
So on Ohio, I just did background vocals.
Oh, you did? Okay, cool.
Yes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I did whatever position I need to play in the room, I'm
You're versatile.
play. Yeah, nah, for sure.
Yeah.
So
I remember y'all talking about that on the last the Tehran episode. Where you was talking about jack of all trades, master of none type shit. Like, don't try to do too much. But
well, let's talk about it.
I do a lot.
Let's talk about it, bro, because you do. Because I even asked you what your pronoun was, and I didn't mean, you know, he, she, them. I meant artist, producer, songwriter.
Yeah.
Like, which do you?
Sometimes engineer.
Sometimes engineer. If you got to, if the engineer's in the bathroom and you need to record,
you know, sacrifices. J. Cole and
you engineered
Olu,
that.
And I was got behind the boards on that.
Why not?
You know,
why not?
Because it was what the room called for.
Yeah. But how hard is it?
There was a room at the Dreamville camp, and nobody had. Well, no, I want to say the computer wasn't working, or something was happening with where music wasn't being made. And I was like, I got my shit. I'm gonna plug up. Let's get this shit done. Wasn't on the song, didn't produce the beat at all. But I'm like, let's move this forward. And
that's dope. But I mean, just in general, when you walk into the Q sessions or any studio session for that matter, the Dreamville sessions, doesn't matter. Yeah. Like, how hard is it for you to know like which role to try and play?
It's not hard, and you don't have to try. Like, you just see openings or you see what needs to be done. Sometimes rooms need leaders. Sometimes rooms don't need leaders, and sometimes you just need to play a role. Sometimes you just need to see the window. Like, oh, people are the sacrifices. It was an engineer, but there'll be other rooms where everybody's trying to play leader and nobody's getting anywhere. And then it's like, yo, let's start here. Sometimes, you know, there's no starting at all, and it's like, okay, let's start off with this sample I got, or let's start off with these keys, or let's, you know what I'm saying, or maybe I need to finish something, or maybe I need to check a word. I think we can beat that. You know, whatever role I need to play, it's intuition at this point.
Yeah, but do you feel like some people box you into any of those roles?
Yeah, I've been in sessions and people not know exactly who I am.
So how do you let them know? You just tell them? You're like, by the way, I can actually sing and rap and shit.
No, I give it up humble at first, but when you try me, I gotta let you know. I've been okay. I've been in sessions and they wanted me as a writer, or that was their expectation of me, and of course their producers. This is a manager, by the way. His producers, you know, of course, know me as a producer, but they want, you know, he knew me as a writer, and when he saw me making beats or producing, he tried to pull me to the side and be like, they're gonna handle this, and that. And I was, you know, I don't know if you know, so I pulled him to the side, and I was like, you know what I'm saying, I don't know if you know, but you know what I'm saying. Then somebody else pulled him to the side and told him, and he came back, and you know, we had a conversation, and it was all cleared up. But
that kind of sucks to have to like.
It don't suck.
I don't know. For me, I'd be like, I'd wear my resume on my shirt or some shit just to be like,
yeah. I mean,
I can write, I can sing, I can rap, I can produce.
There's no excuse for people there's an excuse for so-and-so fan that I meet outside in the world, and they like don't know that I do something else. There's an excuse for that.
Yeah.
being within the industry and you're asking for somebody to pull up and come.
They brought you in.
Do your fucking homework.
You brought me in. Do your homework.
You gotta know who you're bringing in.
You know what I'm saying? Unless that person really just doesn't like push it at all, or they they don't. But you had to have done no research at all, or just just haven't been here to know that like people behind the scenes know what I'm about. They know what I got going on. But like for somebody who is just a fan, like I'll expect them to be a fan of what they are a fan of.
Mm-hmm. So how do you allocate your time, like your own time, when you're just you're in your, you mentioned you have a studio, so you go to the studio to just make music.
You talking about just life?
Just like when you're creating. When you're creating yourself,
like, right? Is it artistry or is it,
like are you going in there being like, I'm gonna make songs for me?
It's all one and the same. So like there are times where it just all starts at different. It starts from different mediums, if that makes any sense.
It doesn't. Just explain.
Okay.
Well, give me an example.
I shall.
Okay, break it down for me, Childish.
There are times where I am inspired by words and I have words and I just need something to put it down. So this could be a guitar loop. It could be pianos. It could be just a sample loop. It could be anything like that. I'm going to get these words out. I gotta get these words out. And
that shit is just like stuck in your head or what?
It's stuck in my head. It might be inspired by a movie I was watching, a conversation I had, or just a one-liner or something I read,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, do you write it down immediately if you're watching the movie? Or
I'm
you
not gonna lie.
It down?
When it comes to that, I'm learning to write it down. Like
at least a voice memo or something.
Well, look, I have spurts. So like, there are people that are very like linear within their creative process. And for me, like I'm very sporadic.
Oh. So it comes and goes.
Let's not say goes, because it always stays.
That sounded rude. Okay, sorry.
It might come back in a different way than I originated, but it always ends up fire because I'm gonna think it through.
Yeah. Okay.
Or feel it through.
Yeah. But you could stand to maybe like write some shit down, or else you're forgetting some shit. You might have forgotten some.
Have you forgotten some hits?
Have you forgotten some hits? Yeah.
Fuck no, hell no. Never forgot. Because a lot of those times,
I don't know, bro. You might have forgotten hits.
You wouldn't know if you did,
hits,
I guess.
The hits are not thinking.
That's a good one.
Break that down.
A bar is a bar. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of the bars that I write down, it be fire in the moment, and when I go back and read it, it's not fire because it's not in that within the same energy. When we talk about like the hits or like and we're talking about like hit format, things that really like connect and like, whether they've came out or not, they're very on the spot. They don't really require a lot of thinking.
Yeah.
Even when I watch other writers in their zone, and I'm in, I might be on the other side of the booth and I'm just seeing them go, they're not in that bitch thinking, they going.
It's almost like the talent isn't coming up with the thing. The talent is recognizing the thing when it happens. You almost just need to get good at being like, that's the thing.
It's a little bit of both. Quincy's thing is like, God is in the room. You know what I'm saying? It's like God in the room or spirits in the room. Like ideas don't belong to us. Like we just catch them. And I feel like you just got to be a good catcher.
Yeah.
It's wild because I haven't been in the room for like mega hits, but even being in the room with like some independent artists.
When I say hits, I mean things that are hitting, not like number wise or like.
No, sure.
Because honestly, fuck that shit.
Let's talk about it.
Fuck hits?
No, not fuck hits.
I was like, be careful, Childish.
Not fuck hits, because there
for the record, not fuck hits.
There's a science and there's a correlation. Like I love Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift fucking goes crazy. To be honest,
she's hard.
In my opinion, like
she's talented.
She's hard.
I'm the problem, it's me. I listen to that shit in the morning when I take my daughter to school, and I'm like, this shit's amazing.
So good.
This shit is amazing.
So good.
But when I say hits in the context that I'm talking, is just something that hits, something that makes you feel something that when everybody's in the studio, regardless of whether the numbers, it hasn't came out yet. Like I hear more music than what is out. Regardless, does it make the room move? And that's what I'm saying by it being a hit.
And so those oftentimes are more like felt out versus like thought out?
They're not really thought out. Some of them are thought out, and some of them are really technical. But a lot of them are really just like this. This is it.
A lot of them are just live.
The room was moving.
Hell yeah.
The room was moving.
Yes,
My car was moving on the way
go.
over.
Yeah,
I was moving in my car on the way over here.
The room was moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. Oh man. And so so it's more just like you're not thinking through like I'm gonna be the artist today, tomorrow I'm gonna be a producer. It's not really that.
It all runs together. I love music. I love music. I'm in it. I'm not regardless of whether I make another dollar off of music or not, like I gotta do this. I have to do this. You know what I'm saying? I have to do this. I'm still doing this. There's been times where I haven't had a lot of money and I still have to do it.
Hell yeah.
You know?
Which of the three do you think you're best at? Just being like honest.
I wish I could tell you.
Come on, bro.
I wish I could tell you.
You don't have a little.
You have an opinion, but I
do.
What do you think?
I shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah.
Oh, shit! Come on, bro.
You have an opinion.
What do you think?
But you only know what you've heard. So I mean,
Yeah, but I've known about you for 10 years.
known about.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just met you today.
Yeah.
Okay. What was your gut reaction?
I think your superpower is like having a vision for the song as a whole.
Ah, okay.
So you think-
Maybe that's
so you think
production.
production?
I don't know if that's considered
You
production.
copped out on that one.
I
You copped out on that
know,
one.
you
Yeah.
fucking
He
did.
copped out on that
He
one.
did.
So you like that,
He
huh?
caught himself because he saw I was coming high. He was like, he ain't gonna
Your
go
face
there.
was like, which one am I
I
best
was
at,
like,
Henry?
I was like, yeah, don't protect yourself. That's crazy. Be
Come
raw,
on, bro.
Does-
Come on.
does
That's what I was thinking. For
So
real.
production. That's
If
what
you consider that production, yeah.
Nah,
whatever.
don't do that.
He's,
You know,
Don't
he's try-
do-
he's trying
sometimes-
to be on the fence.
But sometimes, like, having the vision for the song does mean, like, oh, I need to put background vocals, or I need to put a verse, or I got the hook.
I mean, I'm gonna say it.
That's just based off what I just.
No, I mean, I'm gonna say it. I would say that you've seen the most success as a producer. Would you agree? Just numbers wise and accolades. Your production has. I mean, goddamn, you don't even know. Like, Jesus Christ, we could just leave that one alone. And
Yeah.
Your production career is also twice as long
it
as
is
your artist career.
When did your
is
artist
the real-
career start in comparison to the producer career?
It started, so 2013 was when UOENO came out.
Yep.
2014 is when I started recording, and all those songs became USA.
Okay, yeah. So that was 2017 that you dropped
That
your
it came
first
out.
Yeah.
project.
Yeah.
So okay, yeah. So like at least 4 years less from like a stuff that's out perspective.
Which is, you got to consider that.
yeah, but I mean, I just because I do think exactly what he's saying.
But that's as far as like releases you're talking about. But I've made way more money as an artist than I have just being a producer.
really
Interesting.
Is it?
Wow.
Yeah,
no,
actually,
honestly,
yeah, I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Damn.
Because it made me. It put me in a position where I had to put myself out there, and me putting myself out there allowed opportunities to come to me in a different way than it would me being behind the scenes. So I not saying that whether or not I was on a mic or not, it would have made a difference, but I think it does. But I know that if I would have decided to just be a DJ, even that would have been better than just me being a producer.
Yeah. No, that's actually game, bro. Because like if anyone would just look at your like output, right, they would assume that you've made more money as a producer. I would think.
Yeah.
I would think. So like it's
For
actually
sure.
it's actually kind of game for people out there of like, look,
Me being an artist allowed me to be, well, for one, going on tour with Big Crit. Well, Big Crit, going on tour with Big Crit, then going on tour with Aaron Ray. That's a homie.
Billy.
I love Aaron Ray.
Going on tour
Billy.
with Billie Eilish.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that just being a producer.
Yeah.
That put me in a different position. I got an MCM campaign from that. But it's like, I mean, I could chalk my career up to just being a producer if I go based off of what the fans say and what everybody says. But like, I mean, now they calling for my pen.
Yeah. For sure.
Y'all don't know that.
No,
but
I know.
You know?
I mean, we're in the circles a little bit now. I hear about you outside of just wanting to interview you, bro.
Okay.
I know what you be doing.
All right, man. It's okay to not know.
I know it is.
Okay.
He doesn't know.
I know. I might know a little less than him.
He does know a little
Yeah,
less
I know.
than me.
right,
But
for
no.
sure.
So, all right. So, like having been in this shit 10 years, right? Like, where do you think you've grown the most? So has it been the pen? Like is that where you think you've grown the most?
That's where my focus has been. And then, I mean, that comes back around to production. So it's like, they're all intertwined.
Yeah.
When
You're just
I'm-
making music.
Yeah, I'm just making music at this point.
So some of the comments about the Q shit was like, some people, very few, so I want to just caveat this, but I think it's an interesting topic of discussion, right? There's a lot of people that were like, man, like we want the old Q or something, right?
It's always gonna
How
be
do you
case.
feel about when fans say like we want the old artist?
Man, to say you want somebody old is to say that you want them without growth. And I think that you need to grow up. Like, did you grow?
That's true.
That's the question. Cause you could, like, from my perception, of course, like at this point I know him, but like just as a fan, like I was a fan of him before I met him, and me seeing where he is at now, his mindset, he talking about going to soccer games for his daughter. Me having a daughter now, that's my growth. But like him talking about it is like, I'm like, oh, he's on some different shit now. We had drugged out Q, we had gang banging Q.
Now he's playing golf on Twitch.
Now he's playing golf, and
fire.
He's playing golf. He's very intelligent. I seen him talk down. Not talk down, but like calm down a situation where somebody was trying to get him riled up, and he was like, "Man, I ain't thinking about that shit, man." You know what I'm saying? And I respect that more than I respect, somebody talking about they killed somebody or they about to kill somebody or about to hurt somebody or about to do some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't matter.
Yeah.
Say you want the old Hove, buy my old album.
Yeah.
On everything.
No, it's true.
Because the only time what they need to be listening to is from the bottom to the top and seeing like, oh, what can I do to fucking get out of me wanting to listen to the old shit.
Right.
Yeah, no, true. Maybe look inward, folks, if you're having this conversation.
Shit,
so
I want the old Q, like, man.
So how important is it to be a fan of the people that you work with?
I can't say that I haven't had moments where I've just like kind of pushed myself. Of course, like, we're trying to make money out here to just do sessions that I don't necessarily want to do or necessarily believe in. But I think at this point in my life, I really want to work with people that are inspiring and that push me and that also want to be pushed, because we out here to push the envelope. We out here to make, inspire people, and we can't inspire people doing the same shit over and over.
Yeah. Isn't it also kind of fun though? Like, I've had paid sessions where they, typically we get paid for engineering, but they want my production ear sometimes. And maybe I'm not the biggest fan of them as an artist. Yeah. But it's kind of a fun challenge to see like, what can we do? How can I push this artist? They're almost looking to you for the inspiration.
Some people surprise me.
Yeah.
Some people surprise me.
Yeah.
And I will say that some people surprise me, and then sometimes people really disappoint me.
Sure.
Oh shit!
Of course, that's part of the game.
And then
I want to ask so badly who's disappointed him.
We're not calling anybody out right now.
That's not my MO. But,
I know.
But at the same time,
I don't want to know.
But it's really the people, especially like, what I'm saying. You go in sessions and people aren't at the status of other people that you worked at, but they present themselves because of who they think they need to be in order to be in the room and to take up space in the room or be a light in the room. And those are the disappointing sessions. It's not like a talent thing or anything like that. I think I can go in the session with anybody and give them something that resonates with them or something that will resonate with other people.
So it's more like the social side of it than it is like the human side of it, more than it is like the music making side.
Yeah, because we're people.
Yes,
we're people. Fuck the accolades. Fuck all that shit. Like, that shit don't matter today because what we trying to do is get the accolades. So
Yeah, I feel like that's where a lot of creatives like are missing the mark. Like, at least people that I talk to a lot, it's that they don't approach things enough as just humans, where it's like if you're DMing someone trying to work or you're, trying to do anything with anyone in the industry, like if you just treat it more so on like the human to human level and like try and establish those genuine connections, I feel like that's when it's always going to work. But I don't think, people, I don't know why it is like this, but it's just more so transactional in nature. And
let's work.
Yeah. And
let's work DMs.
Yeah. And the people that treat it like that are the ones that aren't making it.
No.
Everyone that we talk to on this, podcast who obviously has...
The people that are really stars are stars at a human level.
Ooh. That's a gem.
The people that are really like that are like, no matter what, like, it's not them putting on. Like, they can't turn it on or turn it off. Like, this is who they are. Those are the people that are really stars to me. And to me. And I'm going to say to me because everybody don't feel that way. But, like, it's not somebody that could just put it on.
No, that's huge.
It's major.
That's huge. Childish Major.
I did that on purpose.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
All right,
He said he tried to steal his bar.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. All right, so UOENO came out 10 years ago. I know you've talked about this before, but our audience hasn't maybe heard it, right? How did that song come about?
So I was signed to Hood Rich HPG, Hood Rich production group.
Okay.
DJ Spins. Yeah, DJ Spins. DJ Spins went to my church.
Really?
Tabernacle Baptist Church.
Oh, shit.
In Augusta, Georgia.
You're from Augusta?
I'm from Edgefield, South Carolina, but it's right
over the state border?
Yeah, right over the border.
Born in Minnesota, though.
Born in Minnesota. Come on now. All right, for sure.
I know some things.
Yeah, you know something. You read a little bit of Google.
Damn. He Googled you.
That's crazy.
It's funny. Sometimes I forget to just do the traditional Google when I'm doing my interview
Go straight for the
research.
podcast.
I'm doing like all sorts of other things, but then sometimes like I just don't do like the very basic like
He trying to play you right now. That's crazy.
No, I'm saying like I'm playing myself of like how do I not start there at
Played
least?
yourself.
Yeah.
Nah, but what happened was we were going on church trips together and kind of like bonded through that because we was all trying to get at girls. You know,
the youth group shit.
The youth group shit.
God, y'all were some horny motherfuckers, man.
Crazy.
Church youth group.
Nobody say nothing about fucking. We was just trying to, you know what I'm saying? We was just
Get at some girls.
we was just trying to talk to girls. Man.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
okay.
We just wanted to be in the vibe.
Make room for Jesus, Childish.
It's crazy.
You wanted to talk to them so hard.
Thank you.
Okay. God, I already took it over the line.
He was
you,
like,
you didn't realize I was
crossed the line.
I was already across, and you just
Further across.
yes.
That's crazy.
Anyways, so you're trying to talk to girls.
But yeah, anyway, so I go to college. Anyway, I go off to college.
Yeah.
And then they moved to Atlanta. C4 and Spins, they both in there. We're both making waves. Spins was out here doing Travis Porter, Cash Out, a bunch of other stuff. And he was talking about his production group that he was starting and everything. And I was like, man, I want to be in this space. Hit my mom like, I want to go move. And
but you weren't making any beats at this time.
No, I'm definitely making beats.
Oh, you were? Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, I'm
All right.
producing.
Okay,
producing
cool.
since 13.
Okay, cool.
Making beats since 13.
Okay, yeah.
So join HPG. They have a studio and they're just like, yo, like go in here, make beats or whatever, put beats in the Dropbox. So I put beats in the Dropbox. I'm making beats, putting beats in the Dropbox. I get up, not even get up, late one night in the studio and I'm on Twitter and I see my name next to Rick Ross, Future, and Rocko. And I call my mom and I'm like, we did it. And
So you didn't even know it was coming out.
no, it was out already. Like
Yeah,
it was like
that's crazy.
It was out.
Yeah.
it was out.
So classic,
shit
dude.
just fucking dropped, and then all the business and stuff got handled afterwards. But like, yeah, that was it. That's how it happened. And then I find out later what happened was Caveman, the engineer.
Shout out K-Man. I know
Shout
K-Man.
out to Caveman.
Yeah.
What he did was he took Future acapella and put it over my beat, and then had Rocko rap to it, and then they sent it off to Ross.
Caveman low key made You Don't Even Know It.
He produced that motherfucker.
That's fire.
Damn.
So like what actually started to happen after, this song starts going? I mean, it just was going nuts.
Like 50 remixes.
Yeah,
Like
a lot of anxiety is what happened.
Okay, so
You had to learn the business real quick.
personally
I
speaking,
gotta learn the business real quick, but I was getting so I was working at Publix at the time, and I had considered myself an introvert up until that point. But one of the rules of working at Publix Deli was that you had to speak to people before they spoke to you. Ooh. And so that got me, cool with approaching people and talking to people.
Shout out Publix.
Shout out to Publix.
where shopping's a pleasure.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Them subs be hitting, but man.
They do.
But yeah, so that put me in a position where I was okay with approaching people, and after that moment I had to go to a bunch of stuff and network.
Like people were hitting you up at that point?
Well,
Like,
people were hitting. My phone was blowing up crazy. I had more messages than I could respond to. But then also just being in spaces, like being out at parties, being anywhere, and people being like, getting introduced to me, and they're like, yo, he did You Don't Even Know, and then it's like, oh, we gotta connect, we gotta blah, we gotta do this, we gotta do that. I work for so and so, I work for so and so. You know,
it was stamping you immediately.
Yeah, for sure.
It was like it was the credibility you needed to really.
It got me in the space. I would say everything happens for a reason, so I don't have no regrets. But I would say more, I wasn't ready for it. I wasn't. Like, I didn't know what to do with it at the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I had spent so much time after that, you know, honestly preparing myself for the next time it came around, because I was trying to get past it, honestly. Like, I was like in the mindset, I wish I would have mustered that shit, like, and just did like a bunch of beats like You Don't Even Know. But every time I got in the studio with somebody, I'm trying to prove that I'm the best producer in the world and I can give you your own sound. And
it probably got old pretty quick, being like, the You Don't Even Know guy, you know?
It did, because I was just a fucking hot-headed, nerdy-ass producer that wanted to fucking just make the most musical or dope shit or push shit forward, you know, which is nothing wrong with that at all. But at the same time, it's like, man, just to capitalize off of it, right? You know?
So what would you have done, right? Like, I don't want to have you live in regret land, but you've clearly given this some thought.
I got a beautiful life now.
Yeah, exactly. But like, for those out there that do catch a hit, it's in a certain lane, right? Certain style production. What would you say that they should do?
Well, it's all up to your prerogative, so I'm not going to tell you to do anything.
Okay, so for you, what would you have done?
But I will say that if people are asking for something based off of something else that you did, don't act negatively towards something that you've done.
So you were trying to stay so far away from You Don't Even Know.
I mean, look, so within HPG, I was the left guy.
Yeah.
I was the left guy. I was the other guy. I was trying to get a fucking All For You on Lil Brother, or like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like,
so the fact that you got this song anyways was already weird.
It was different for me. It was different for me, but at the same time, like I was like hell yeah, let's go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I loved what it became and what it is and what it means to certain people. But at the same time, like I am a left ear. I'm a left ear guy. Like I want the different shit. I want the weird shit. So like me having Pig Feet on Blue Lips is amazing, right? I have a feature on there. Like, I'm able to put my artistry out. You know,
the left guy.
I'm the left guy.
I know. I was like, should the theme of this episode just be left?
You guys are terrible. But,
we are.
That was great.
But also,
we're not good.
So that's dope. But me having Nunu on Blue Lips, which I don't know if that's one that y'all tapped in with yet, but it's more boom bap. It's me, you know, me and DJ Khalil and Steve and Devin, and it's
way different.
It's way different, completely different. And I'm like super proud of that, you know, as much as I am proud of Pig Feet, you know. So coming from that perspective, it's like I just, you know, thought it would have happened different, but it didn't.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, so you personally do pride yourself more on like the real different shit, whereas something that's like, I mean, it sounds like you like almost don't love the mainstream appeal.
At this point in my career, I'm balanced, because I love, for the last 4 or 5 years, I've just been studying and writing in a different space, which is more towards hits and, you know, studying that part. But that's just where I'm at in my career now. And I think, you know, I don't hate anything.
Yeah.
I love, like I was just singing a Taylor Swift song.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
And that's not for the sake of like just singing it. I like it. I enjoy it.
Oh, we can tell.
I enjoy it. But
yeah, we can tell.
You're hitting them notes.
So like, who's your, you know, Mount Rushmore of producers?
My Mount Rushmore, Pharrell.
Yeah. He's left.
Stevie Wonder.
Okay.
Kanye.
Oh.
Ninth Wonder.
That's it, right? You only get 4.
I think 4.
You don't get a starting. You were about to get starting 5.
I thought that's what y'all asked for.
No. Mount Rushmore is 4.
Yeah.
I capped you at 4, my friend.
Okay, yeah.
That's an amazing 4.
That's so good. The Stevie Wonder pick, though?
Yeah.
Oh. That one came out
Songs
of
of Key
left
Life.
field.
Oh, I see what you did.
Bro. I know.
Stevie Wonder is the greatest producer of all time.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
Whoa, bro.
I'm not mad at that.
Hot take.
Just go to your phone and just look up discography just you know what I'm saying, like of what he has written and produced.
Give me a couple real quick.
No, fuck that. No, do your research.
Give me a couple quick, bro.
Do your research. Yeah,
what's your favorite Stevie Wonder produced outside of his own music? What would you say is your favorite?
I mean, he's got some Gladys. He's got some Mike Jack.
I can't help it. Michael Jackson.
He's got some. He's got some James. He's got Beach Boys. He's got some Paul McCartney.
Damn.
Oh shit! Who knew? He's the fucking Spinners, bro. Oh my god!
And all while pretending to be blind.
Like
Temptations. Temptations.
I've heard some crazy stories.
You heard those rumors?
I've heard too many crazy stories.
There's a video of him like catching something that someone threw at him.
No, come on. Are you claiming Stevie Wonder's not blind on this podcast?
No,
he going at it heavy too.
Dude, no, bro. I'm just saying I saw a video.
Oh my god!
I don't know anything.
I don't stand with that.
Songs in Key of Life is top 5 album for me of all time.
Yeah, no, for sure.
100%.
All right, so my wife would kill me if I didn't ask at least some backstory on this. So Tribe is her favorite song of all time. She doesn't listen. She doesn't listen to rap music.
Okay,
doesn't listen to rap at all.
But Tribe is her shit.
But we met in the summer of 2018. Which is like when Tribe came out. Mm-hmm. We met at our apartment complex. We were at the pool, and I was always on the aux. You know, just that annoying guy that always wants to control the speaker, and that was me.
Sure.
And Tribe was just one that I was.
That's a cool way to tell everybody that you put her on. Like he's like,
I did.
Right. He was really taking credit.
I did put her on. No, I mean she had no idea who J. Cole was. She's not from the U.S. either. So so she didn't know.
They fuck with Cole in Russia though, I think.
I mean, but she didn't. Okay.
Okay.
Like my wife. Yeah. Don't try and act like Lana was on.
But Tribe is her shit.
Tribe's her shit.
Okay.
He give us anything here.
Some backstory.
Yeah, come on, bro.
Okay.
Give me something for her to just be like, all right, my husband's cool.
So all right, this is a little bit of backstory. Okay, shout out to Dreamville as a whole.
Yes,
man, that whole team, the execs, the artists, everybody, they always show love.
Yeah.
Bas, just being friends with Bas and having conversations with him. Me and Deshaun, shout out to Deshaun.
One more time, podcast alumni.
You know what I'm saying?
Early
was really thugging it out around earlier than those times, and we're trying to figure it out, and was like, man, let's go to LA. Let's go see what the fuck we could make happen. And we went out there, and Bas opened his crib to us and, really blessed us. And, shout out to him for that, because that changed the trajectory of, my career. Just being out there, man, so many beautiful things came from being out there during that moment. But also during that moment, me and him, were together, and I was playing him joints. And I had the first version of Tribe.
Okay.
And he was like, this is fire. And I gave it to him. And it's funny because I had a song to it at first when I was playing it.
See, this is what I mean. This is what I mean, bro.
But I was like, you got it.
Fuck it, bro. Fuck it.
Yeah. I was like, you got it. You got it. It's yours. And he took it, and then I feel like some time went by, and then he hit me and was like, man, Cole touched the beat, man. This, that, and the third. I'm like, hell yeah, let's go.
Let's go. It's gonna be so pumped. Come on.
Cole jumped on that bitch, and then it's just out, and then turned up.
Oh my god, bro!
Amazing record, man. I got
it's so fun.
I got a real plaque with them boys, man.
Yes,
with Bas and Cole.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that one is such a fucking great song, man.
Yeah,
like just top to bottom, like it's just it's a song, it makes you feel something. Like it's catchy as fuck.
Yeah,
it's got one of the greatest of all times on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, for sure.
Yeah,
I mean, it makes me want to ask about For Your Eyez Only, but maybe we don't have to go there.
No, we can
talk about one of the greatest like storytelling songs potentially that have ever been made.
And I came in on post production on that song.
On post, yeah,
I came in on post, and I was another just taking a chance was broke as hell trying to figure it out, and talking to Cole, and I was like, man, I'm gonna come out there. He was telling me what he had going on, and I went out to New York. Shout out to Jeff and them. They got a crib out there, and I was like, man, I'm gonna just stay at the crib, thugging in the crib, and would take Ubers from Harlem to West Village every day, and just be in the studio. And I was just just kind of being a fly on the wall. And then Cole was like, man, you should go in there. Him honestly seeing something in me, not saying that I didn't see in myself, but I wasn't gonna assert myself on his situation. And he kind of gave me gave me the leeway to do what I wanted.
What did he see?
So what he told me was, he was like, man, go in the room. We got all these musicians. We got all this, you know, all these things going on. Of course, I know how to use Pro Tools and all that. So I'm getting behind the boards. Me and Elite, we going back and forth behind the...
Elite.
Yeah, shout out to Elite, man. That's my guy. But just me and Elite going back and forth behind the boards and just working with the different musicians and just saying, no, let's do this or do it like this, or no, don't do it like this, do it like this. And then once we had all the files and everything, cutting and basically painting the same story that he was telling with lyrics, we had to tell that same story with music, and just like going through different cuts and taking things out, putting things in. And yeah, it was my first experience doing it at that level for something like that, and it was amazing.
Was that your first time with a lot of live musicians? And like kind of working around that?
I had worked with musicians before, but that was the most consistent. That was like people coming in, like you know, it'll be like an hour go by and more musicians would come in and more musicians and more musicians. So yeah, it was fire.
Yo, was it hard to communicate with them?
No.
Okay, it's still translated from just your music knowledge.
From my music knowledge is like I can sing things back to you or tell you how I want it to be, and it's not the way that they teach music, you know, is like you really need to know theory and things like that. But I think an ear is really important.
More important.
Yeah. Depends.
More important than theory. It is.
Is that a question or a statement?
It's a statement. He's making it.
Come on, bro.
He's standing on that bitch 10 times.
I'm like, Childish, is there a question mark or an exclamation point or a period after that? I don't know.
We had Mexico Joe sitting right there, and he was talking about, I don't know nothing about an A, B, C, D, but I know when it sounds good. And he damn sure does. You know what I mean?
Well, that's valid then.
I believe that.
I agree to a certain extent though, because I did go to school with a lot of music. I went to South Carolina State, and I was with a lot of musicians that played way better than I could.
I think you should learn theory. I'm not saying don't learn theory.
No. Let me finish my statement.
Let the fucking man cook, bro.
But there were, when I heard what they were making and creating, it was like they didn't know sound selection. There would be times where there would be things that are like super musical, but it's like, man, you're not making space for nothing, or you're not, you know. So it just all depends. I think that your ear is super important because, you know, the technicalities only matter when you're explaining, but when you're creating, it doesn't.
Bro, it's got to be so helpful for you to be able to sing the shit to them.
Yeah, I'm gonna sing the shit to you.
Because some producers probably don't have great voices, obviously.
No, but even not having a great voice, Rod Temperton.
You're acting like I should know.
Okay.
Do I? Should I?
You should.
Okay, fuck.
He wrote...
Childish, why you gotta do me like that?
He was a part of the group called Heatwave.
Okay.
But he also wrote a lot of Thriller. He was handpicked by Quincy Jones to come write for Mike. But okay, so beyond that...
I should know that.
So beyond that, you should know that.
Okay.
But I'm also gonna say that him doing demos, they weren't like... They didn't sound good.
Yeah, it doesn't have to.
But they got the job done.
The idea was
They
good.
didn't sound good, but the ideas were amazing. And it's like, that's what matters. So like whether I can sing or not, in some rooms I can sing, but then there's other rooms that I get in and I'm like, I can't sing because of who the singer is.
The singers are like next level singers.
Yeah, they're like next level singers. It's like they're like, do it like this or do it like this. I'm like, yeah, the other one. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they're doing shit that I can't physically do. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I got I take lessons and stuff like that. You know, vocal lessons and shit.
That's key.
I'm always talk about that, man.
I'm always trying to touch up on my skills so that I can me taking vocal lessons and me taking therapy at the same time.
That's crazy.
Those are very valuable things for a songwriter.
I love that. I'm glad you spoke on that.
Yeah, no, because the therapy clears your mind, and the vocal lessons give you control of your voice, and it's like those two things together. Yeah, I had a whole routine when I was living out in LA.
Cheat code.
Yeah,
therapy and vocal lessons.
Therapy and vocal lessons.
Schedule them back to back if you got to.
You're gonna have that pen right. and those vocals are gonna be on point.
Bro, now I'm thinking of like a business I could start where it's like we have therapists and vocal coaches as part of our service, bro. Let's do it.
Just like people in the music industry to take anything that you say and try to turn into a business. God damn it.
Childish. I'm sorry, man. But no, like
didn't cut me in or shit. Like
no, you're in.
We'll talk about
you're
it.
in.
Yeah,
bro, you're in. We're going third.
33,
fuck
33.
that. I'm gonna cut you in.
Oh shit. He flipped it on me. I want to hear demos, bro. Why don't we get to hear like demos?
I think you got to search for them. There's demos out there
because that sounds like
there are a lot of great demos out there. There are a lot of people don't do blogs no more, but there are a lot of blogs that like had put out a lot of great demos on a lot of records that became hits.
I'd love to hear those.
Demos are fire because you get to see you really get to see the process. It's like when I don't know, beat making behind the scenes, like they're not really interesting to me because it's like regardless of what you did, there's some dope like things that are being done in the production world. But like seeing a song turn from to some like amazing shit that everybody in the world sings.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. That's why I want to hear them. That's why, because I 100% agree. I'm just thinking of like even this, Mike Jackson that you're talking about. Just like imagining getting to hear that demo. Maybe I can. I don't know if I can search hard enough, but it's like getting to hear that.
No, you can definitely just. It's an easy search.
Okay, cool. So like I want to hear that demo to then be like, how did Quincy take that with Mike and make a hit off Thriller? I
feel like that's the way that we're able to like really see folks' genius. And a lot of the time when I'm listening to things that are like that have like became great things, I'm like wondering like, damn, how the fuck did they get to this point with this song? Because I'm listening to the intricacies. I'm listening to like the development of the song and different things. It gets crazy.
So are you like filming any of your sessions?
I'm filming some of the sessions.
I think you should film a lot of them.
When I decide to, but a lot of the times, bro, like that should be in the moment. Like,
but
kills
like,
the vibe sometimes.
It's like reality TV though, that you film so much that you almost can forget it's there and get more comfortable. Wouldn't you love to look back and see like if you made a hit that comes out 3 years from now, see exactly where the idea started?
Like, I'd love to see pig feeds.
You know what? A lot more of those are voice notes.
Sure, that's fun too.
A lot more of those are voice notes. Yeah. It's like I got the choppy vocal where it's just like you know what I'm saying, just the mumbles and shit.
Yeah.
But then there's I agree. I agree. Having a video show would be fun. Yeah.
We need that.
The moment where he's in studio like, and then everyone in the room, and then they go record it. Yeah, it'd be a cool moment.
Well, Childish, we've entered a final segment of the podcast, my friend.
Have we entered it?
We've entered it. We're there.
Are we there?
We're here. We're here and there.
Both?
Same time.
Y'all crazy.
Let's go, bro.
This is the rapid fire rampage.
Before we leave it, let's go.
Okay.
It's rapid.
I got a 3-part rampage for you. We're going to start with some short answer questions. Very simple. Sound good?
Don't piss me off.
He's going to.
Question 1.
It's one of his strengths.
How about this weather we're having?
Shit's fucking bipolar. Fucking down.
Classic Georgia.
It needs therapy.
Indeed. Childish, give us some words of wisdom that you would give to upcoming artists and producers trying to break through in 2024.
Do you, but don't do you so much that you don't do anybody else.
Pause, bro.
Wait, what?
Bro, I don't think I've ever said pause, but like that deserves
That was your first pause?
Don't do it so much that you don't do everybody else.
Just do it. Just do it. Just do it.
No, you gotta have balance, man. You gotta have balance. Just a tad.
Is that what that was to say?
Okay.
That was what that was to say. Okay. I would hope that the people that need to find me will find me.
Okay. You got there.
We got there.
This next segment is called Ideal Audio. We're going to craft your perfect song. So any songwriters, alive or dead, producers, artists, who are you recruiting to create the perfect song?
Bro, you got to give some constraints here, bro.
I don't want to because that takes away from the whole thing, bro. Yeah.
Doesn't?
Yeah. I mean, we already know who his favorite producers are. We did Mount Rushmore.
But I might switch it up.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's cool.
Bro.
I'm not mad at that.
I might hit you. Is this for a hit?
You could just be for you to listen to.
Just some shit I want to listen to?
Either, whatever you want to do.
All right, Joni Mitchell is the artist and also the pen. No, I take that back. Joni Mitchell is the writer.
Okay.
Oh.
Stevie Wonder is the producer.
Oh.
The artist
is
SZA.
SZA. Joni's penning for SZA. I gotta hear that.
Produced by Stevie Wonder.
Wonder's producing. Wow.
I ain't gonna lie, ain't nobody gonna top that shit. I ain't gonna. I don't give a fuck what.
That wins.
Like
That's
anybody, everybody else gonna say some crazy shit, but I ain't gonna lie, that makes sense.
No, that
actually would work together. Yeah,
that would work
because we've had some
Usually
crazy names,
crazy shit that just,
but they don't work together.
Yeah, and like we kind of want to hear it just to like know for a fact it doesn't work. You know,
that gels.
That just sounds like a perfect
Joni, SZA, and Stevie.
Oh
yeah,
the Three Musketeers.
Maybe Childish Major on the second verse. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even need to be a part of this.
Respect.
I just put the room together.
At least some background vocals or something, bro.
Yeah, the background vocal. Did you do the background vocals on Money, Power, Respect?
Money, Power, Respect.
I think that's the one that has the crazy background. I love those backgrounds are fire.
I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Man. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Childish, what are the best and worst things about the music industry?
The best thing about the music industry is connection. On the artist side is connection with people, them telling you how your records helped them, you know, in life or like got them through certain things. That's really dope to me. The worst thing in the music industry is the fucking pay, bro.
Should we unpack that real quick?
It's the fucking pay. It's nothing too much to say about it, man. Fix that motherfucking shit, bro. Like y'all done heard all the fucking shit. This shit needs to be fixed, man.
Yeah.
This shit needs to be fucking fixed, man.
Are you like Spotify's the devil kind of guy, or like streaming fucked everything?
Yeah, I got Spotify for research purposes, but that's about it, man.
Yeah,
fuck that shit.
I hear you.
Damn.
Okay, we might need your phone for this one. Childish, what does your Instagram Explore page currently look like?
A lot of shoes, a lot of food.
Okay.
And a little bit of ass.
But mostly shoes and food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a little bit of ass. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of ass.
Tiny bit. Last one with the short answer. What is your favorite curse word?
Bitch.
Part one.
Part one.
It's a good part one.
That's good.
Solid.
I mean, that song.
Yeah, the ideal
that
audio.
Sizzy. That Joni, SZA, and Stevie.
Yeah.
There's a lot of E's and O's.
That was a standout.
Yeah.
Sure. This next part is the this or that. I'm going to give you two choices. You just got to pick one.
You finna piss me off.
Did I piss you off in section one?
Almost.
Yeah.
So no.
Pissed me off.
Almost is a no.
It's your face.
Oh my God. Jesus.
Like this guy.
All right.
I take the headphones off. It's crazy.
Just maybe like turn around.
Okay. Hooks or verses?
Hooks or verses?
I'm so happy you're going to cover your face.
I'm gonna go with verses.
Lyrics or flow?
Flow.
Childish Gambino or Static Major?
Static.
He can still see your face.
All right.
Childish Gambino or Static Major was a good one. That was good.
Did I redeem?
Okay, you just.
That was good.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're
That
back.
was good.
Drums or melodies?
Melodies.
Drums or flats?
Flats.
Rich or happy?
Happy.
Discover new artists or binge your favorites?
Damn. Discover new.
Lose your driver's license forever or permanent hiccups?
You pissed me off.
Yeah, I knew it. I was like, that one pissed him off for sure.
Damn. It was my driver's license or hiccups. I'm gonna go with the fucking hiccups.
That's gonna be tough in the studio, my friend.
Yeah, but my
Sing it like this.
my baby gotta go to school, man. I got shit to do.
Right.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, true.
Well, you're going to hate this last one. Go back to beat making full time or leave the music industry?
Oh shit.
Go back to beat making full time.
No more artistry, no more pen. You're just making. You're just a
Not
beat
even
maker.
producer.
No, just a beat maker.
I said beat maker.
Yeah,
very
you're just making beats.
specifically. Beat
Farewell.
Farewell. He's gone.
Respect.
It's
I
that much.
thought
of
it
a-
might be that.
It's that bad.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Fuck with that.
I don't want to be here that bad.
Cool.
To where I can't be myself.
Okay.
I love that.
Yeah. It sounded
dope.
sad.
I'm not
It
gonna-
sounded sad at first, though.
I'm not.
Didn't it?
But
It had a good, like,
It sounds
undertone.
sad because people look at it from a standpoint of where like they look at where you are and they say, "You're lucky to be there."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think at this point in my career, where I am grateful for the life that I have and where I'm at, but at the same time, like, man, at the end of the day, man, if I only have my family, I'm smooth, man. Fuck y'all.
That's what T-Ron talked about. So fucking Grammy, winning songwriter. He was like, I'm getting into clothes and leaving my house and my family and my kids to come to a session with you. Like, we're here to make the biggest record that we possibly can.
That's real. That's real. Or something that's gonna move something forward. Shout out to him being able to just bounce out motherfucking hits like that all the time.
It's like almost
First
annoying,
of all,
bro.
let's not take that light. Dude, you know what I'm saying? Like he is a real beast. Like he is really one of those ones.
Yeah.
And we just had a small conversation recently, and we're supposed to get in, man. I'm holding you to it, bro.
I'll make sure I hit him up about it.
No, for sure. But just on a man, like I'm leaving my family for this. Like I don't have to be here.
No,
I don't have to be here. So and that's not treat me any type of special way, but let's make this pleasant.
Exactly. That's it.
Let's make this pleasant.
That's all it is. Is like, let's both put on our big boy pants or big girl pants and let's really try and give it our best here.
Yeah, let's give it our best. Let's have some fun. Let's make some dope records.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Love it.
All right, well, this is the final section. It is the word association.
Don't piss him off, bro.
He's about to piss
we'll
me
see.
He's going to piss you off.
We'll see. I'm going to say one word, and you just give me the first word that you think of off the top of your head. That's how this goes. It's up to you.
I'm not that fast, bro. I be chilling.
You do.
Starting with hip-hop.
Jay-Z.
Tattoo.
Wiz Khalifa.
TikTok.
Fuck it.
Mars.
Interesting.
North Dakota.
Cold.
Nightmare.
Dreams.
Should I make gas?
Fucking BMW.
Drake.
The king. Fuck.
Golf.
Chill.
OnlyFans.
Shout out to y'all.
Lil.
Uzi.
First.
Down.
God, Henry, I knew he wasn't going to get that one, bro.
I know it was kind of a tough one, but I was going for First Lady on
First
the end
Lady.
there, but
Pissing me off.
still a good section.
Bro. He pissed me off with that
Still
one.
a good
too.
section.
He ain't have to point up.
No. It's like, it was
Like,
so
I'm like-
much.
It's like, bring it home.
It's like touchdown. I'm like, football?
Did the point throw you?
You can't do gestures and shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
God. If that didn't piss y'all off too much, as always, please like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Spotify Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. If you fuck with this interview, this has been Childish Major.
Woo!
God, really, really big fan of yours, man. So appreciate you coming on.
Thank you, man.
And I'm excited. I'm excited to see what 2024 brings you. Hopefully, Henry didn't piss you off enough for you to, support the interview and all that fun stuff. But until next week, Henry, what are we doing?
Getting out of here.
Pissing people off?
Pop that shit like one more time. And pop that one more time. Pop that shit like one more time.